This tutorial will help you complete the questions on homework number 9 in DeltaMath. So let's get started with the first skill, which is finding angles in transversal problems. So you'll remember this from last week, that we were introduced to parallel lines, and parallel lines create 8 separate angles, right? They create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 separate angles. And we learned that all of the obtuse angles are equal to each other. We also learned that all of the acute angles are equal to each other. So if I tell you that this obtuse angle is what I'm looking for, but I know the measure of another obtuse angle, then that means I know the measure of x. So in this particular example, because x and 119 are both obtuse, then they are equal in measure. So the answer is 119. Let's take a look at another question. In this example, I know an acute angle. So this angle is 62, this angle is 62, this angle is 62, and this angle is 62. So therefore, the measure of x is also 62 degrees. Why do I know that? Well, this angle and angle x are what we call alternate exterior angles. Angles that are on alternating sides of the transversal, and they are exterior of the parallel lines. Alternate exterior angles are equal. Well, let's try another one. So let's take a look at this question. The angle that I know is 15 degrees. The angle that I want to know is obtuse. There's no way it's 15 degrees. But do you see that they're adjacent to each other? That means they're supplementary. And supplementary angles always add up to 180 degrees. Right? These two angles, if I add them together, they have to make 180. So if I subtract 15 from both sides, I'll figure out what x is equal to. X is equal to 165 degrees. And that's because these are adjacent angles to each other. They are adjacent angles, and they form a straight line, 165 degrees. All right, let's take a look at these. This angle is what I'm looking for, but this angle is what I know. Well, this angle is acute, and that angle is obtuse. So they're definitely not equal. If this angle is 30, that angle is 30 because they are vertical. If this angle is 30, that angle is 30 because they are corresponding. If this angle is 30, that angle is 30 because they are vertical. And if I know this angle is 30, I can use the supplementary rule to find x. So 30 plus what makes 180? So my mystery angle plus 30 has to add up to 180. Subtract 30 from both sides, and I get 150. So the measure of the missing angle is 150 degrees. Let's try another one. Again, this angle is acute. This angle is also acute. So I know they're equal. I also know they are corresponding. And corresponding angles are in the same position, top left, of their parallel lines. So they are equal to each other. Corresponding angles are equal. So the missing measure is 27 degrees. Last one. These two angles are both acute, therefore they're equal, but they are also alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. So the missing angle measure is 27. All right, let's try the next topic. Solve for interior angles of a triangle level 1. So what you learned this week is that the interior of a triangle always adds up to 180. all three angles add up to 180 degrees. So if I know this one is 42, and I know this one because of that box, so this one is 90, then 42 plus 90 plus my mystery angle, they all have to add up to 180. So these two make 132. And I just use a little bit of algebra here, and I can figure out what my missing angle measure is. 48 degrees. Use a calculator to help you. So 48 plus 42 plus 90 make 180 degrees. So 48 is my missing measure. Again, all three of these have to add up to 180. Right now I have 150. 100 plus 50 is 150. If I just had 30 more on the other angle, I would have 180. So 30 is the missing measure. Again, if you don't see a number, but you see a box, then you know that that is equal to 90 degrees. So 27 plus 90 plus this mystery angle have to add up to 180. In addition, if this is 90, then these two have to be 90, because 90 plus 90 also makes 180, right? So 90 plus 90 makes 180. So these two have to make 90. So 90 minus 27, this marker's not working right. 90 minus 27 is another way I could find that missing measure. So 90 minus 27, use a calculator, it's 63. So I am missing 63 degrees. Alright, so that's finding the missing triangle measures level 1. Now let's take a look at missing triangle measures level 2. So it's the same rule. All three angles have to add up to 180. But this time, the angle will be an algebraic expression. So here's angle 1, here's angle 2, and there's angle 3. So 57 is angle 1, 90 is angle 2, it's this one here, and the third angle is algebra, 2x minus 5. Don't forget, all of that adds up to 180. So we need to do some combining like terms here. This plus this, take away that. Those are all constants, or numbers with no letters, right? Numbers with no variables are constants. So 90 plus 57 makes 147. 147 minus 5 is 142. Plus 2, that's a little messy. That's a little messy, but I think you know what I'm doing here. I don't know why my pen is acting all wacky. So subtract 142 from both sides. Doesn't like my 2's. Oh, there we go. Make it like 2 like that. So my 2x is left over. And over here I'm going to get 38. 38. And divide by 2. Ooh, really doesn't like my writing now. And my final missing measure is going to be 19 degrees. So all that work, I finally figured it out. The answer is 19 degrees. 19. Awesome. Let's try one more. All right. I don't want this one to be as tricky for me, so I'm going to take a quick screenshot. Here we go. All right. Let's do it here. So the measures of the angles of the triangle are shown in the figure below. We're going to use the same method. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. All three of them have to add up to 180. Combine like terms. Use a calculator if you need to. I'm going to use my calculator for this because these numbers, they're a little funky and they're not easy for me to do in my head. So I'm going to clear my calculator here. I'm going to add 73 plus 57 minus 6. All right, 124. So 124 plus 4x equals 180. Subtract 124 from both sides. 4x is equal to 56. Divide by 4. and x is equal to 14. So use your calculator to help you here. I know I'm going kind of fast, but the only thing I really want to focus on with you is learning how to set up the problem. All of this we've been doing since September. So you should be an expert at this. It's setting up the equation that's new for you. All right, so let's take a look. The answer was 14. Let's see how we did. Fantastic. All right, so that was the third topic. Now let's take a look at our final topic, which is exterior angles of a triangle. So I know that we're going to be studying triangles this week. So let me take a screenshot of this as well so that my pen works properly. Now, the exterior angles of a triangle have a special rule. Well, one, it's supplementary to this one. That makes sense. It's supplementary to this one. But in addition, this angle here, 163, it's always equal to these two angles over there. Always. Now, unfortunately, I don't know this one, but I do know its adjacent angle. So I can use my supplementary rule here. These two angles are supplementary. So 163 plus x, that has to add up to 180. Subtract 163 from both sides. X is equal to 17. All right, let's check it out. Great, new problem. All right, again, these two angles right here, they're supplementary. So 180 minus 125. Oh, this marker doesn't like this software. 180 minus 125. And we're going to get our answer. That's it, because these two angles are supplementary. These two angles are supplementary. So the answer here is 55, right? So 180 minus 125 is 55. All right, let's try one more time. This is the one I was looking for. So for this one, I'm going to take a screenshot because I don't want my pen to be funky. All right, for this one, the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the two remote angles. That means the angle it doesn't touch. All right, so this is an unknown angle over here as well. I'm just going to put a question mark here. Can't put an X because X is taken. So I know these are 180, but nobody cares about that angle right there right now. So the rule is the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. So x plus 113, x plus 113 is equal to that. So x plus 113 is equal to 130. Notice I'm not using a 180 this time because I'm using a different rule. So the missing angle measure this time is going to be 17. 130 minus 113 is 17. And that's because the exterior angles are equal to the sum, the adding up of the two inside angles that it doesn't touch. Right, the two inside angles that it doesn't touch. Let's see if we can get another one like that. Yes, this one. All right, so let's take a screenshot real quick. All right, so this exterior angle right here is equal to adding up these two angles here. So do you know what that one is? Do you know what angle that is right there? It's 90. So x plus 90, adding these two together, is going to be equal to that exterior angle. So subtract 90 from both sides, and you got your missing angle measure. X is 26 degrees. All right, let's put that in here. Fantastic. So that concludes the video lesson for homework number 9. Homework number 9 for the week of April 19th. Good luck.